What a related morning. Thank you, Mrs. Murphy. Thank you, Mr. Westman, for inviting me. I loved the performance. I had tears in my eyes, actually. The lyrics and the singing was incredible. A special cheer for all of those guys who sing. Incredible. I think at this age that all of you are in this room, I was denied that I can do something. And many of you will be restricted to do something because most of your parents or most of people around you will say you cannot do something. And you would want to do something. And one lesson that I learned in my life was that when somebody is telling you you cannot do something, it is their opinion based on their experience and based on their limitations, not of you, who you are, what you want to, and what you can do it. So, my friends, do not give in to anybody telling you you cannot do something. In fact, that is the definition of who you will be known as, because life eventually will be about what you achieve, not what they told you you cannot achieve. It's very interesting. And life over the period, when you grow up to, let's say, tens from your 20s to 30s and 40s, you'll learn that the limitations that others put on you are theirs, not yours. And what you will become will be what your wish and aspiration will be. In fact, I have a very different way to look at problems. If you have an exam, only then you can get some score that will define you how good you are, right? I'm sure. Most of you would have seen your school exam decide what your score is, as easy as that. But you need to be appearing at exam, isn't it? Exam is also called trouble of the whole session, but that is what defines will you go to the next milestone or not, which is the next class. So all your life's exam will be your opportunity to go to the next level. And that is what you will define. Not everybody gets to give an exam and appear at exam. Do you know this? Can you appear at a particular exam without the precondition of it? Answer is no, right? Even if for class 10, you have to be completing class 9th exam and then reaching class 10. And so forth for next exams. So when you are facing a problem, you should know that God is giving you an opportunity to rise up to the occasion and cross that chasm to reach the next milestone that you may or may not be meant for. And the only person stopping you will be yourself. It's not your class teacher who will appear at an exam. It's not your parents who will teach you how to do that, but it will be you. So once again, when you face a problem, it is your opportunity. In fact, I'm going to say something else now. I'm sure you have a peon outside who's doing some job, and so one thing at a time, you have everybody in a different hierarchy. Do you know, when you will grow up, you will want to be living a big life. What is a big life? What is the reference of a big life? Like 1 kilometer is a long particular distance, but what is a big life or a life that well lived? It'll be defined by what problem that you faced and did you overcome or not. For example, for a peon, a job inside school would be a better job because the person is standing outside. And for a person inside, a job which makes them sit in a computer or sit in a room is a better job. Like a clerk would be a better job. And for a clerk, maybe a teacher is a better job because they will be able to get more perks or job. And slowly, you will see. So where is a life success definition of? What is a success definition? Success is the hump in front of you that you are not able to cross, or at least the world believes that you are not able to cross because you will need extraordinary effort for it. So when in life you've achieved something, then you can think yourself that what will move your needle, and that is your gaze. For example, for a businessman, I mean, I'm in a business now, not in a job, so I would take reference like that. You must be knowing, for some businessmen, X amount of money, if you will swing a fortune, and for another, maybe that is not even a change they need. They need a very extraordinary amount of money that will change the fortune. So when you see this gaze, that what changes your needle, that is what successful or failed you are. Are you understanding that the problems, the opportunities, all is within you. All is within you that is going to make definition of whether you are able to be making something successful for yourself or not. India, land of opportunities. You guys are living a life better than what your parents live. I don't think you know it or not. You can feel it. At least in my generation, when I was younger, like you guys, we didn't have a delivery boys delivering 10 minutes groceries or food. At least you have it now. And so on and so forth. So it happened because there is only one thing that changed. Many of us, like you, grow up and we want better opportunities, and many of us were going outside India. It's called brain drain. What will you work on decides that thing will be worked upon or not. So many of us, like 20, 30 years back, decided to stay and be in India, and that is why we see the things that is changing in India. Otherwise, we could be working for another company elsewhere, and that country will be growing, that company will be growing. This is an opportunity and obligation of all of you, and I call upon all of you to work for our country, because when you work for our country grows. And when you work for some other country and some other company, then that country or that company grows. So it is an opportunity for us to work on India and making the dream country that we all wish to. And guess what? It is not so complicated and tough. It is just that we don't work on the problems that we have, or we did not used to work on the problems that we have, but today's India works on the problem that we see. So an opportunity for you will be many in the world. But if you choose to work for our own problems, vicinity, in community, and the country, we will become a better country, and I expect you to do that. And when you are setting a milestone for your problem sizing, do not underestimate abilities and opportunities. It's really interesting. I mean, you can decide to build something which is very minuscule, or you can try to solve a problem very small, but surprisingly, this country offers extraordinarily large opportunities, and all are there because we all will ambition-wise put either a small milestone or a very large milestone. When you dream big, because as an energy of ability, you could cross anything. You could build anything. Believe me. I mean, it's very tough for you to believe. Let's say in my school, I studied in a Hindi medium school. I literally could not just speak, but understand English as a word. आपने तारे ज़मीं पर देखी होगी, जब मैं इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में गया था, तो जब टीचर बोल रहे थे, तो मुझे वो अल्फ़ाबेट हवा में उड़ते हुए नज़र आ रहे थे. एंड एक पिंक फ्लॉयड का गाना, योर लिप्स मूव बट आई कांट हियर व्हाट यू से. मेरी लाइफ ऐसी थी. आई वाज लाइक वाओ, what a tough class it is. यहाँ पे English भी सीखनी है, physics भी सीखना है. You know, and that obviously, I mean, there is no problem that you want to solve will not be solved. Today you can think, and we are talking and we are conversing in English or any language that we wish to. Again, it is you who will decide whether it will be your problem or it will be your opportunity. I have only one lesson of life, that it is you who gives an excuse or justification, and that is what your destiny will be. Anybody else cannot decide and cannot define what your limitations are or what your opportunities are. Guys, in your life, set aside a high ambition and be at it without anybody deterring from you. Be at it and achieve it. In the end, it will be work hard, having fun, and creating history. So to that, thank you so much. I obviously do not know how many minutes I have, and there is no ticker. So I tried making it significantly concise. If I have some time, I can talk more, but otherwise, I'm out of this stage. Oh, is it? I thought I have probably by 15 minutes, right? I must have saved, जैसे वो फिल्म थी ना, गुरु, बॉस ये 5 मिनट आपके लिए दे. Well, I have one more thing to tell you, that India, we Indians, are known for having a history, which all of us know. I mean, we are a 75-year-old country, so you can imagine what a limitation of 75-year-old will be, because we've not seen a lot of self-created successes. We are defined by certain other person's success. We are defined by the problems which are outside in, not created by us. But now, in this life that you guys are seeing, we can do way more and better than what previously been. I mean, again, the same thing that I'm saying, that look, technology is going. Earlier, you used to have a car made in Japan or made in let's say Germany, being an extraordinary car. In your electric vehicles, as you notice, it is not so, right? Made in China is ahead of the other countries. Similarly, in 30, 40 years back, made in Japan used to be better, or even before that, made in Japan used to be worse. It was as bad as made in China used to be getting a label. But those guys took a resolve to solve for it. Which resolve you will take to solve for as a label on India will define the India of future. Many of you will decide what will be our country known for. And when you are deciding this, I simply can say this, that while setting an ambition, set a very high ambition. World lacks high conviction, commitment, and commitment in a way that you lock the door of exit and you are committed to the path and you are committed to make sure that you keep marching forward. World lacks, and I'm not saying India lacks, I'm repeating it. You will be an extraordinary person at a world as a playground if you are committed, the extraordinary amount of commitment, resolve, and not giving up. Resources, the money, the people, the resources, you can say anything can be called resources, are immense and available. The world lacks the conviction to solve a problem, not anything else. And you, in your young age, will be able to pull up dramatic amount of success. I cannot say this enough and enough and enough once again. So I hope and I pray the way this song was, the way that you read your books, the lessons of today become your guiding light for tomorrow. Thank you once again. I will not take more time just because I'm given. Catch you for the conversation.